back with another video. And I just gotta say huge shout out to Bandai Namco that comes through. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I'm feeling sick, but this kind of made me feel a little bit better. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna be streaming all this later today. It's going down.
Calm girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet. Calm girl, I'm trying to get your pussy wet.
Okay. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy 3MG. We are back with another video, and I promised I was gonna make this video a while ago, but of course I just wasn't comfortable with my own self with making this type of video. In fact, months ago I was being asked, you know, what should I do for dieting because of how I used to look and how I used to take care of myself. But at the same time, I don't feel like anybody should be giving advice if they're currently not taking care of themselves and taking their own advice. As funny as it sounds, when it comes down to relationship shit and people ask others for help or whatnot, even if you don't take your own advice, I understand that. But when it comes down to weight loss and health, I feel like each person should be clear-minded and should already be on their own track with their health before trying to provide any kind of like suggestions. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump into this, because I've been getting questions you know, over the last couple of days or weeks or so, even when I went to EA Play, as to like, what am I doing that I'm dropping weight now from like March 1st? Well, no, March, maybe mid-March to like April 1st, I went from like 245 all the way now to like 215. I'm still fat. I'm 5'9". I want to be 190 to 195. So I still got like 25 pounds left to go. I still got fat on my body. I still got like lower back fat, you know, midsection fat. Of course, my face isn't totally skinny, you know what I mean? So I still have a long way to go. But a lot of people have noticed the progress. I've been uploading little small images here and there, but it's gonna take, it's a process, man. And with mind focus and being alert and just being aware of what you're eating and all that other stuff and kind of disciplining yourself, you know, I'm gonna get there sooner than later. So hopefully within like the next several months, I can get to my overall goal that I want to reach, and with my proper weight, because I'm pretty much like self-conscious with myself. Like, I don't want to be doing workout videos. I feel a certain way about myself because of that, and I've always lived with that. And in this video, we're gonna talk about mad shit, because there's a lot of people who's struggling with their own demons. I would just say demons and shit like that, like depression or whatever, weight loss, being bullied, and all this other shit, being self-conscious. There's a lot of shit going on with people, especially a lot of my subs who've been asking me a bunch of questions. What I want to attack first is this whole dieting shit with the idea of fasting. And the two I would not suggest at all. Like, the idea that people are fasting to lose weight is already the wrong way to go, the wrong direction. The fact that fasting never started for weight loss is something that you should be looking into. Whenever someone fasts nowadays, a lot of people are doing it to detox their body. If you don't want to take supplements, if you don't want to drink tea, if you don't want to drink certain things that can help you flush out your system, certain people detox by fasting, whether if it's for a day or two, which is okay, but you have to drink a lot of water. You starving your body is one thing, but when you follow the proper fasting protocol, like, then okay, you can probably get through the day or through the week or even a month, because there's people who've done it for over a month. Here's my only issue. If you're coming to me, and I'm gonna use me for the example, I'm gonna use me as the primary person that you guys are coming to, right? If you're gonna come to me and you're gonna tell me that you have a problem with your weight, the fact that you are struggling because of your eating habits, I'm not gonna suggest that you fast, because now you're putting yourself in a worse position for the future. So for example, if I'm struggling with my own weight loss, I'm like, yo, I'm depressed, I'm this and that, my sex drive is low, all this other shit is fucking with me, right? Not just an example. If I turn to fasting, the fact that now I'm just gonna eliminate food and just drink water is gonna put me at an even worse mental state. I know over the the next few days, you can get back your mental, because actually fasting, the benefits of some of fasting can include alertness, your overall mood, the ability to actually be more aware of things. You can actually, it can help symptoms of depression, because a lot of the foods that we eat today, kind of with the chemicals and all this shit that's going on, kind of distracts us, and it causes us to have different weird behaviors with our body. That's actually true, and you can do your research on it if you don't believe me. But the fact that you are struggling with weight loss and you want to go ahead and fast, think about it. You now have to discipline yourself, not only just to be careful what you eat, but just to not eat at all. And when you finally get off of fasting, because at some point you're gonna stop, what are you gonna do? Start off with small meals? Because what often happens is when you starve your body a certain way, especially when you're not in the current mindset or in a mental state to actually do this the right way, you end up eating more. The next day you end up adding more meals. The next day you start adding more meals. And what ends up happening? you gain 2 times or double the weight of what you originally weighed at. So now your face becomes more fatter, or you start getting weird titty fat that's crazy, or lower back fat, or you get pelvis fat that, I'm gonna be honest, this is real as shit. You get pelvic fat that's gonna like take away inches of your shit. Any guy out there, yes. It starts to attack areas of your body that you originally never had fat in, and then you create stubborn fat pockets in your body. So I don't suggest anyone who's struggling with weight loss to fast. You should already be at your overall goal weight and you're like, you know what? I want to fast and detox my body. I'm already clear-minded. I'm good. But if you're not in that current state and you're struggling, stay away from fasting. Same thing with this whole intermittent fast, whatever, if I'm saying it correctly. Intermittent fasting is not necessarily a way to try to diet or whatnot, and it's not about how you eat, it's when you eat. So when you intermittent fast, you pretty much kind of like discipline yourself with a routine on when you're gonna eat. So for example, I pulled up this article here because I'm sorry, like I got my boys who's trying this intermittent fasting, and don't get me wrong, it's definitely cool and it's dope. But I'm looking long term, and long term, I want to enjoy my food. I want to eat pizza. I want to eat a burger one day. I want to eat some junk shit. And the fact that you have to intermittent fast, I don't feel like including those types of foods into your diet while fasting or doing the intermittent fasting is going to work well, because what happens is sooner or later you start to distract yourself and you're like, you know what, maybe I'm going to eat this cookie, or I'm going to eat this burger, and you start to eat more and more. Overall, that shit's gonna mess you up mentally and you're gonna gain double the weight. So it says the beginner's guide to intermittent fasting. I skip breakfast each day and eat 2 meals. The first around 1 p.m. and the second around 8 p.m. and then I fast for 16 hours until I start eating again. Now it says, how is this possible? Blah, blah, blah. And it says, what is intermittent fasting and what does it do? Intermittent fasting is not a diet. It's a pattern of eating. It's a way of scheduling your meals so that you get the most out of them. Intermittent fasting doesn't change what you eat. It changes when you eat. That already is a red flag for me, because I don't want to go 16 hours out of my day to not eat. And why? Because I'm doing it for the wrong reason. I'm doing it to lose weight. That's the worst idea possible. People who intermittent fast should already know that they're going into this because they want to probably fix their eating habits and probably just fix the times that they eat and discipline themselves. But if you're focusing on wanting to lose fat, no. The less food you eat when you're on a diet, of course, less calorie intake. Okay, I understand that. But when you start to include any sort of fasting type, I guess, idea, whatever kind of methods of fasting, whatever you want to call it, it's going to kind of ruin your body long term. And I'm going to say it again. I'm not at the perfect weight, but at this point, it was affecting my health. So I had to adjust my eating habits. And everyone who's asking me, what kind of workout should I do at the gym? You know what? Screw the gym. Don't worry about the gym. Worry about cardio, whether you want to run outside or at the gym, fine. But worry about your diet, because your diet is most important. So make sure the foods that you're taking in is important. When I was told that my liver is something wrong, or like liver fat, my fatty liver, or inflamed and all this other shit, my prostate was inflamed, all that shit is scary talk. Don't tell me that shit. I got scared because of all the sauces, hot sauce, and the foods and caffeine. All that other shit affects your body. You think cancer is genetic? No. You can catch cancer over time from the foods that we are eating. That shit is causing our young ones, or us at our age, to die young because of our eating habits. People are always clueless, like, damn man, he caught this sort of cancer, that kind of cancer. And I'm not trying to scare you, but that shit right there comes from what? Food, or mistreating your body. And I've done it for 4 years. I've been mistreating my body, eating the most sloppiest shit, eating terrible foods, going days without drinking water because I was so used to not drinking water. I would just drink coffee and coffee and coffee until I started noticing pain on my left side and my right sides. They were like, yo, your kidneys are severely dehydrated. And that shit scared the fuck out of me. I started catching anxiety and I was like, yo, why am I feeling this way? Why? Because I was mistreating my body with the wrong foods and just not eating the right foods, period, or even drinking enough water. All that shit's important. So if you're going through any of that shit and you want to go fast, try again. Or if you're someone who's overweight and you're like, yo, I want to fat, no. What I highly suggest you do is lower your calorie intake. But then again, sometimes eating more calories or staying at 2,000 or 2,500 ain't necessarily bad, but you need to keep yourself active. Let's continue this. So this whole idea with fasting, once again, I don't suggest it if you are someone struggling with your own eating habits or your own weight and you feel depressed or you feel a certain way and you think fasting is going to help you. And just once again, do you really want to live with yourself having to feel like, damn, every day I got to eat or not eat at all? I want to one day enjoy some ice cream. I want to enjoy eating a bagel, even though bagel's a lot of sugar, but I want to enjoy eating a sandwich or something like that. I want to enjoy eating a burger, but how long are you going to fast for? You're going to lose a lot of water weight the first few days. You're going to lose some fat weight. Of course, you might even lose weight here. Me personally, from experience and from what I've seen with people that I know who fasted, lost weight in the weirdest areas. People are telling me like, yo, you're not looking sick in your face, or you're not looking disproportionate. You're looking like you're losing overall weight. The reason why is because I'm dieting the right way. But people who fast or starve themselves, or however you want to call it, some people don't lose weight in the right area. Some people might get a very skinny neck, or they might lose this right here and they look like they're sick. They might lose their arms, but yet their lower back is still fat, or their upper back is still fat. They got that upper back hunch with skinnier arms. You start losing weight in the less stubborn areas of your body. I'm trying to lose weight overall everywhere, because there's a lot of stubborn parts of your body that takes longer to lose weight. So with that being said, anyone who's gonna ask me about anything like a keto diet and all this other shit, nah, I'm sorry, I don't follow that. I'm very simple with what I do and how I eat, and I'm gonna explain it here. I don't want to just call it juicing. I don't juice. I don't fucking have a juicer where I take carrots and apples and I make it into a liquid. I feel like that's cool if it's a between meal, right? Because if you're all the gook, I would just call it gook, or the excess or whatever the fruit was, you throw that out just to drink the liquid, that's like drinking water, man. You're gonna get hungry after that. So my thing is, in the morning, I take spinach. I'll just give you a couple examples. I take spinach, kale, flax seeds, banana, a pineapple, or something like that, like 3 vegetables, 3 fruits, whatever. I blend it. I throw in even a piece of garlic sometimes, flax seeds, and almond milk or water for breakfast. And I use my NutriBullet. I blend that, so I don't lose any of my nutrients or anything like that, or my fibers. I drink that. The first few days I did that, I was sad. I felt like crying. I was pissed off, moody as shit. I wanted to swing at people. Not because I suffer from like fucking anger issues, no, but the fact that I was so upset because it felt like a withdrawal, like people who go through withdrawals, and I was just like, yo, I don't want to do this no more, but I just kept on. After like 5 days, I started thinking better. I started seeing better, which is, I never thought that would be a thing, but I was like, yo, I can see better. I'm thinking more clearly. I'm getting better video ideas, or whatever my goals are now. I feel like I'm motivated enough to do them. And that's because I was drinking that in the morning. I had one solid meal throughout the day. So for lunch, I had one solid meal. Then for dinner, went back to blending my meals. My thing is, it gets tiring over, day after day doing the same shit. So I have to mix it up. One day I'll use blueberries, cucumber, celery, this and that. I know a lot of you are gonna be like, yo, I can't do that. But you know what? You have to make a sacrifice, man. I went through 4 years eating pizza, buffalo wings, and all this other dumb shit, and eating healthy here and there. I gotta make this sacrifice. I'm just glad I'm more tolerable of like most foods, or more tolerant of most foods than others, because some people just refuse to eat vegetables, or refuse to like blend shit, or maybe the texture of certain things. My health comes first, yo. I'm not trying to kill myself. I feel like if you eat so unhealthy and all this other shit, bad shit, not saying if you have an eating disorder, no, but if you eat so bad, the fact that you're not willing to fix your diet and make some sacrifices, and God forbid you do die, that's like suicide to me. That's just me personally, and I'm not trying to go through that. There's people out there who care for me. I care for myself, and I really feel like there's a lot of opportunity out there. We're young, so why not? So I make this sacrifice. Another thing too is I stood away from bread, maybe once or twice a week. Once I'll have a wrap. I don't eat regular bread no more, but maybe once or so I'll eat a wrap. I eliminated mayonnaise, ketchup, all that other shit. I had to stop. Sugars, I'll have coffee here and there, but you don't just see me having anything with really sugar in it. Rice, I don't suggest anybody stops rice. That's like a healthier, depending on how you make it actually, a healthier, more wheat, based carbohydrate, where I would eat that with sushi. So that's where I lean towards. I would have sushi. Sushi ain't really that bad for you actually, but the thing is, I don't eat that much meat. I kind of stood away from meat. That shit stays in your system. My digestive system is super slow. My metabolism is super slow. And honestly, I feel like every time I would eat chicken and bread and everything, I have a hard time using the bathroom. I'm like, yo, son, what the fuck is going on with me now? That with milk and cheese, like that shit is bad for you. So I'm staying away from all that. I eat meat like maybe once or twice a week. And it's not because I wanted to. It just ended up happening like that. I got so motivated by seeing progress and being able to fit into a size 34 or 36, because I was wearing a 38 or 40. I didn't want to tell you that, but yes. And the fact that I'm wearing a 34 or 36 is motivating me. And I'm like, yo, I'm not stressing out eating chicken. Like, I could eat avocado with some fish, or, whatever the case is. And just maybe once in a blue have some meat in my meals. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't have to live by that. Some people ask me, yo, you don't feel like you're starving drinking that in the morning or whatever? And I'm like, all right, so how about this? How about you get a bowl, put some fruit in it, put some spinach, kale, cucumber, and all that, and eat that in the morning? What's the difference? It's the same thing. I'm not juicing. Juicing means you're taking everything, you're liquefying all the shits, and all the excess stuff is being thrown out. That's kind of crazy to me because I can't last a day or last a long period of time doing that. I don't feel hungry. All the fiber that I'm taking into my body, I'm just full for days, but I don't feel full. I don't feel nasty. I feel really good. There's some days I feel better than most because, you know, maybe one day I ate a little bit too much for lunch. But at the same time, I know that it's going to be good because I do hit the gym. I work out with my boy, which is something I'm going to talk about after. But with my meal intake, I highly suggest you got to make some sacrifices. Let's keep it honest. If you want to be real, you shit better when you eat better. You know what I'm saying? Like some people be like, nah, I shit good. Like, not me at all. Like I have a problem with that shit when I'm eating certain foods and I just feel like my stomach is fucked up. And this has been going on for years and I just ignored it. But if you start eating more greens, you start feeling better, you digest way better. I feel more uplifted for some reason. I just feel better about myself overall. And the fact that, yeah, my face is still a little bit fat, man. I still got a little bit fat. I got a little excess skin here, double chin here. Like I'm not perfect, but I'm trying, you know, and it's going to take a long time. Now, that being said, if anybody has any questions like, yo, can you help me? Can you write me a list of what to buy to eat? Fine. I'm not going to tell you to go buy no crazy shit. I'm not about that. I don't tell people to eat nothing crazy. I'm not telling people to go buy protein powders and shit like that. Actually, I stood away from protein powder. I have one here. It's a much more healthier one, but nah. Or if I go to like LA Fitness, I have like one of the healthier shakes, whatever. I don't really care too much about getting big anymore. Naturally, if I work out, I'm going to get big. I feel like I just rather be shredded. I know there's some people that have this mindset. They want to be big and swole. I don't want to be like that at all. I personally don't, because that's going to actually ruin my whole dieting and it's going to ruin my health, because normally with people who bulk, you eat more portions of certain foods. And if I'm not disciplined enough or mentally ready, I'm going to end up ruining my whole, regimen and just my whole state of mind or whatever overall. And I don't want to go through that, because I did that before. I tried to do a dirty bulk and I ended up becoming addicted to eating bread and sandwiches and all this other stupid shit. I'm not going through that no more, man. I'm not. That shit made me really unhappy. I'm not that type of person. Now, as far as the gym goes, what I do normally, me and my boy, whether he sees it or not, he pretty much really motivates me to hit the gym. We go to LA Fitness, maybe just 3 or 4 times a week. We don't even go every day. And, because of our work schedules and shit. And I don't go crazy with the weights right now. And I told him I'm not going to make him go crazy with the weights, because we're both still not where we want to be at with our weight. We want to lose some weight. The way I work is I'm not throwing anybody on free weight. I'm not going to do that until I see that your posture and your form is good. If you have bad posture and you're like this, or, your neck is down or that shit, I'm keeping you away from free weight. I don't want to have to experience or witnessing you going through injuries or anything, because my body's all fucked up. I hurt my lower back, by deadlifts. And then I also got hit by a patient with a chair in my lower back, because if you guys don't know, I work in a psych ward. This has been going on for years. So I kind of fucked my body up, and excuse my language, but yeah, I ruined my body in that way. But my thing is this: I'm not going to put anyone through free weight if I feel like they're not ready. Dumbbells is different, but no, I'm not putting you through free weight, back, and all that other crazy shit until we're both at our ideal weight. Because if you want to lose weight, we're not hitting heavy weights. We're not hitting free weights. We're going to go right to, well, we hit some free weights, but we're going to hit like the machines and shit. We're going to focus on cardio and being more active. So I'll run for like 20-25 minutes with my boy. We'll do like the lat rolls things, which is like some weird machine for cardio. Shit is crazy. Sometimes a Stairmaster, and then we'll play handball. Yes, I play handball. You can play basketball. You can play whatever sport, but keep your body active. You do that with dieting and eating right, you're going to see some weight loss, yo. And if you lose 10 pounds in 1 month, that's fucking crazy. Some people think 10 pounds in 1 month is a little bit. Absolutely not. I was able to lose like 17 pounds in 1 month, but that's because I was so focused. But losing 10 pounds in 1 month is ridiculous. That's really good, because it's overall weight. You're not losing weight here and you're looking sick. No. But yeah, we do cardio, incline, or whatever, and I run for a long period of time. Me and my boy were working on it too for, getting longer distance and shit. But we run for like 20-25 minutes. After that, we hit the handball, court. We start playing, we start sweating, we moving around, because of the fact that we're sprinting so much, you're losing a lot of fat, and we're building stamina too. 90% of people who working out the gym don't even fucking do cardio. It's just crazy. They're super slow and they're losing breath every time they're working out. But we have our set days. We'll do back and biceps, chest and triceps, sometimes arms on their own day. We do legs, never ignore legs. We do shoulders, we do abs, we do all that other stuff. But we have to focus on our cardio and our stamina, because with dieting, we got to take advantage of that cardio. When we start running and doing all this other cardio, because me personally, I would prefer to run track or run outside. I feel like I get better oxygen. My oxygen levels are way better. But when I'm running indoors, of course, I feel like still claustrophobic. But in a sense, even though the gyms are huge, I don't know if you guys understand. Like, I feel like I'm breathing in everybody else's oxygen. I don't get the proper run, and that's why sometimes I get kind of tired faster. When I'm outside, I could keep running for so long. But yeah, it's very simple. My shit is simple as hell. Some people want to put this whole gimmick in front of the camera. Nah, man, I'm not gonna tell you how many reps. When we get to like what I do for workouts, that's gonna be a separate video, like what I'm doing for back or what I'm doing for triceps. When I do my home workout videos, y'all not gonna see me go crazy, but I'm gonna at least give you guys something that you can do to keep yourself busy in the house if you decide that you want to stay home, but you want to get a workout in and get a sweat. I got you with that. As far as the gym videos go, I have low self-esteem. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not ready to be recording, and I get kind of like camera shy in my own area. Like if I was in LA or something like that, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm recording all this shit, but for some weird reason, me being home in New York, whatever, and I'm at the gym, I just feel like too many people looking at me. I be getting nervous. I ain't gonna hold you up. But that's pretty much it. Like, is there anything else that I need to say, that I need to ask? Like, yo, your health is wealth, man. Like, I'm 5'9", I should be 190. My thing is, this is what doctors always told me since I was a kid, and it's not the same for everybody. This is just an average thing. For every foot is 20 pounds, and for every inch is 10. So the fact that I'm 5'9", they were like, well, at the time that I was like 5'6", I was like in what? Like fifth? No, I was like fifth. No, I was like 7th grade or whatever. They were like 5 feet, so it was 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 100 pounds. Then 10, 20, oh, what? My math sucks. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I should be 160 pounds, that's average. But I was like 190 at the time, so I was kind of overweight, whatever. There's certain people who look amazing, have great bodies, and they're either more weight than their average body weight, whatever, or less. So that shit is all bullshit to me, but just try to keep at least something in mind that, look, I'm this height, I should be at this weight. Also, don't look at it like I need to lift weights to lose weight. No, not necessarily, because that mindset also kind of like gets altered a little bit, and you start changing up. When I start lifting heavy, I get more hungry. I'm like, yo, I want to get my arms big. I needed to chill. Like, people keep telling me like, yo, your arms are big, bro. Like, what the fuck? And I don't see it. So that's kind of dangerous at the same time, because I don't want to get older or lose weight. Next thing, my arms look too fucking big. I don't want to do that shit. I don't feel like my arms are big, but people always like, yo, your arms are actually kind of big. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But yeah, there's still a lot of shit I got to work on. Shoulders, my trapezius, which is your traps, which also leads down to like your middle of your back. People think that this shit right here is just it. No, it actually connects with the middle of your back, so you can't neglect all these back machines. When you're doing traps, that's one thing, but you also got to do these back machines, man. You need to do the mids, you got to do the middle, mids, you got to do the Ys, the lats, you got to do all that good shit. So I'm going to be obviously spitting all that for y'all, and I'm going to be providing that with videos and all that good shit. But I just wanted to break that down as far as what I'm doing with my diet. What I suggest people do if you want to diet, you don't have to blend foods, you don't have to blend it into a NutriBullet or whatever, but at least have a bowl in the morning with doing that, and also drink a lot of water. I can't stress that enough. I can't believe I didn't even mention that as much. Drink tons of water. Drink a lot of water. I'm not playing. I have cases of water in the crib. I drink water all the time. It's not, people be like, damn, yo, you sick or something? No, you need to drink a lot of water, man. Like, we burn fat. You need to drink a lot of water. You burn so much energy. If you end up finding yourself like, oh shit, I haven't eaten in fucking 6 hours. But if you've been drinking a lot of water, your body's good. Your body's gonna keep moving. The fact that, and to go back to the fasting thing, the reason why I don't suggest that is because some people got fast metabolisms and not everybody does. If you end up eating every 2 or 3 hours, you're actually boosting up your metabolism, especially if you're eating the right foods, so like organic peanuts or, avocados and all that other good shit, and just salads overall, and some grilled chicken here or fish, whatever. You're burning all throughout the day, and you're fastening your whole metabolism. Your metabolic state is gonna go even faster. You're gonna lose faster weight. If you fucking fast all day and you go back to eating, you're gonna kind of ruin that balance with your body. So remember, sometimes eating more than usual, not like high calorie intakes, but like every 2 or 3 hours also helps. Me personally, I had to put a huge stop to a lot of things because I was so bad. So I had to eat like only 3 meals at the time. And now I'm eating peanuts here and there in between. I'll have peanuts, whatever. I'm still struggling though with cheese. For some reason, like those blocks of cheese, I'll cut a piece of that shit up and eat that shit with while I'm drinking coffee. I know I'm a weirdo, but that's just one of my like little demons, I would call it, like little snack moments. But I need to get away from cheese overall. Like, cheese is bad for you. Regular milk is terrible for you. All that shit is bad. I go to almond milk. That's what I do. But yeah, hopefully I've answered a lot. I know this is a long video. My bad for that. And I don't really care how many views this shit gets. It's more or less because a lot of people have been asking me, and it's been a thing that I want to do for a long time, to really include like fitness and gaming and shit into my channels. It's just that I wasn't at my ideal weight, and I'm not yet here or there, but it's going to take some time. Hopefully, throughout this whole period, maybe by September, I'm looking a little bit more leaner, a little bit more skinnier in the face and shit like that, and in my body and this and that, and I'll be more comfortable. But we'll see what happens, man. God bless everybody. Once again, if you have any questions, y'all know where to reach me. Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit. Facebook, you got me here on YouTube. You can comment below. I get back to everybody. So yeah, God bless everyone. I'm out here. Peace.
The weather's cold, we're getting older. Things even change when it gets colder. But we'll move on just like a moment. The sun is sky.